You don't need a big turning point to change your life. Just start with one small habit today. This story will show you why the smallest things can create extraordinary change. Welcome to Buddha and Mindfulness, where we share stories and teachings that help you live a mindful, meaningful, and inspired life. Today's story is about the transformation of an ordinary boy who had big dreams but lived in chaos. He used to procrastinate, failed repeatedly, and lost faith in himself. But then, thanks to a special encounter and small daily habits, he slowly built a strong foundation for his future. This isn't just an inspiring story. It's also a gentle reminder that you don't need to change the whole world. You just need to change one small choice today. Listen to the story till the end, because maybe this very moment is the beginning of your own new path. In a peaceful town, there lived a boy named Ben. Ben wasn't the best student, but he wasn't the worst either. He was just like many others, ordinary on the outside, but full of big dreams inside. Ben wanted to succeed, to be recognized, to do something meaningful with his life. But between his dreams and reality lay a blurry distance. The real issue wasn't Ben's ability, but his lack of discipline. He often procrastinated, left things unfinished, and struggled to stick to any routine. Even though he made many plans, from studying to exercising to learning new skills, he always said, "I'll start tomorrow." But that tomorrow never came. His parents and teachers reminded him many times, but their words passed through him like the wind. Deep down, Ben believed that only something big could truly change his life. And because big things scared him, he chose to do nothing at all. One afternoon, while wandering through the park, Ben saw an old man reading under a tree. It was Professor Miguel, a man deeply respected in the town for his wisdom and calm presence. Noticing the confusion on Ben's face, the professor gently asked, "Do you know the secret to a successful life?" Surprised, Ben nodded and listened carefully. Professor Miguel began to tell a story that seemed simple, yet held a powerful lesson. He said, a long time ago, a farmer planted a Chinese bamboo seed. Every day, he watered and cared for it, but for a whole year, nothing sprouted from the ground. Year 2, year 3, and year 4 passed, and still no sign of life. People laughed at the farmer, calling him a fool. But in the 5th year, something incredible happened. Within just 6 weeks, the bamboo shot up 80 feet into the air. The old man smiled and said, "During those 5 years, the seed wasn't useless. It was quietly growing its roots deep and strong into the earth, preparing for its future growth." Success is just like that. The small things that seem meaningless today are actually the roots of a strong tomorrow. Ben was silent for a long time. The story about the bamboo made him reflect on himself. He had been chasing breakthroughs while ignoring the small steps he could take today. "Sir," Ben asked, "where should I begin?" Professor Miguel nodded and said slowly, "First, wake up 1 hour earlier each day. That adds up to 365 extra hours a year. That time alone can change your life. Second, read books. Just 10 pages a day means 12 books a year, and those books will shape your thinking. Third, set small goals. If you write 200 words a day, you'll finish an entire book in a year. Great journeys begin with humble steps. Fourth, stop procrastinating. When you feel like delaying a task, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take action immediately. Or promise yourself to work on it for just 2 minutes. That small move can break the habit of laziness. Fifth, practice gratitude. Every night, write down 3 things you're thankful for. It will nourish your heart and shift your mindset. Sixth, exercise just 10 minutes a day. You don't need a fancy gym, only consistency. It keeps both your body and mind healthy. Seventh, limit phone usage. Every time you pick up your phone, ask yourself, is this helping me grow? If not, put it down and choose something more meaningful. Ben began to follow the advice, one habit at a time. At first, nothing seemed to change. But after 3 months, he noticed his mind became clearer, his focus stronger, and his spirit more positive. He no longer avoided studying, didn't skip writing, and felt less burdened by procrastination. By the end of the year, Ben had transformed. He became organized, purposeful, and inspired. He stopped waiting for magic from the outside because he had discovered something magical inside, built from the small habits he nurtured every day. Years passed, and Ben became a well-known entrepreneur. When asked about the secret to his success, he didn't speak of luck or talent. He simply smiled and said, "Success doesn't come from the big things you do once, but from the small things you do every day. I planted one habit, and it gave me an entire life." Dear friend, Ben's story isn't just about one boy. It might also be your story. You don't need to wait for tomorrow to change. You don't need something big to begin. All you need is one small habit today. Comment below the small habit you want to start. And if you believe this story could help someone out there, please share it with them. Don't forget to subscribe to Buddha and Mindfulness, where we share stories that touch the heart, nourish the mind, and awaken a mindful life within you. See you in the next video. Be consistent, stay grateful, and keep moving forward.